All right, peace. Welcome to the Green Maurice. Today we got something I think you're gonna like. If you got the cards, because I know getting cards is always a hassle. But if you got the Weavile, if you got the Weezing, if you got the Farfetch, you're gonna be doing so much early damage to your opponents that you're either gonna get rid of the cards they love and trying to make great, or they're just gonna concede. They will concede, ladies and gentlemen. So take a look. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Going second. Going second with these cards is the most ideal thing you want to do. The damage alone, but now you're going second. My opponent starts off with the Garatina. It looks like the Garatina Infernape rotation. And if you don't know, you put the energy on the Garatina. That's a free retreat now, and it keeps the energy. So it's a good partner with Infernape to dawn up the energy. Spirit Tomb. Spirit Tomb, of course, it attacks everybody 10 damage. We get the Weavile. We get the Weavile. Let's see what the professor's talking about today. Y'all know he ain't talking about nothing. Another professor's research. This guy's a narcissist. He's talking about himself and ninjas. Okay, we get the second Sneasler just in case. And now we can start leap slapping, leak slapping, he slapping, something. Garatina's 2 shots with the Farfetch'd. We have the Weavile in hand, so hopefully we don't get a red card or Mars or something crazy. I don't see too many Marses, but it's going to be like Luxray or something where people say, oh wow, this card's so great, and then everybody's going to start using it. I remember the red card had a phase where everybody had a red card. And you would just preemptively red card somebody and you'd be helping their hand for no reason. Just red carding. Don't use the red card for no reason. It's not a good look. So we have the coffin, so the gang's all here now. All we need is a Weezing. We put the cape on Farfetch, keep him around for a little longer. Pokeball, so we can get our draws done. We got the energy on the Sneasler. It doesn't need energy. You just do it both ways. Whichever way my opponent wants to go with it. Yeah, we're gonna keep on leak slapping. Garatina's 1 shot down from being out of here. Still no Chimchar, still. My opponent must not have what he needs. Spirit Tomb. Spirit Tomb is a good card. You can use Spirit Tomb with Weavile. Do damage to the background, then you can Cyrus him in, 70 damage. Weavile only activates if your opponent has damage on it to do the 70. Otherwise, it's just going to do the 30. Doing 30 damage with an EX card, unless you're Pokia, that's not acceptable. So they finally get the Chimchar out. Look at all this Chimchar decor. Got Chimchar sleeves, Chimchar wallpaper, Chimchar floors, Chimchar chairs. Leak slap, and that's it for Garatina. It was supposed to wall, but I don't know how effective that wall was. It didn't really do much. He sends in the Spirit Tomb. Try and buy some more time to evolve into the Infernape. Just fine for us, because we just going to keep on putting pressure on him. One unfortunate thing is with that Spirit Tomb attack, it makes my Weavile Cyrusable. Infernape does 140 damage with its attack, which is crazy. Yeah, so Farfetch, one of the over-reliables. You'll see one of the 3 of the over-reliables through all my videos. Farfetch, Starmie EX, Mew EX, some of the best cards in the game. You could argue Farfetch is the best going second card because it's 40 damage. It's a lot of pressure. They bring in Wukong, aka Infernape. Infernape flying around on his trusty Nimbus. Got any Dragon Ball fans in the house? What y'all think? What y'all think about that Dragon Ball Daima series? Super Saiyan 4 is back. Allegedly, it's like a magic Super Saiyan 4, but this is a Pokemon video. So he puts the energy on Garatina, and he takes me out with Flare Blitz. He must have been very upset at that Farfetch. It's a lot of damage. Let's bring in the Weezing. And try to put some damage on this Infernape. If he tries to run away, we got the Cyrus. We got a backup Coughing, backup Weezing. just in case we don't want to use the Koga. We just want to switch. We put the poison proc on the Infernape. Start trying to do damage to this thing. Get it in range of Weavile, and then we can switch in. That's the optimum plan. This Infernape has no energy on it. Infernapes, restoring energy, Dawn is the best bet. So my opponent may have a couple of Dawn cards. Because on this turn, he can give himself the energy and then Dawn it up. But it looks like he doesn't have it. He goes into the Spirit Tomb. Okay, there it is. He uses the Dawn on the Spirit. That's strange. All of my Pokemon are already in range of the Infernape. So I'm not sure what that move was. Make another Weavile EX for coverage. Bring out another Coughing. This is all just to prevent Sabrina shenanigans. Sabrina shenanigans. Still a very good card. We're going to Gas Leak the Spirit Tomb, get him out of here. He's getting tackled by. But which one? Is one face named Wee and the other face named Zing? Or do they both have the same name? So is it Weezing X2? I don't know. He brings the Infernape back in, which will Flare Blitz this Weezing into oblivion. Infernape is a very strong card. It's another one of these new space-time rotations. Along with the Weavile EX, Cyrus, Garatina. Some good stuff in this last pack. Even that, look, you got the giant cape on. You got a Monkey King, James Brown style. Flare Blitzing. Yikes. There goes Weezing. My opponent has 2 prizes. 1 prize away. Bring in a Weavile. I've chipped at this Infernape as much as I can. If I use the Sabrina, he might just bring in the Garatina. Cyrus doesn't help yet. Could try to do some more poison procking because he doesn't have any energy on his back line, so Dawn won't matter. So we could play around with this Weezing to see if we can get some more damage off and then Koga him out. Or I can just go straight to attacking Weavile with that guaranteed damage. Now, if only I had Giovanni, right? But unfortunately, we don't run Giovanni in this rotation. The card should be on the right side of the game and in the intro. He switches out. The Infernape still doesn't help us too much. Okay. So we use Sabrina now. We might get a Chimchar out of this thing. Or it's going to force in the Infernape. And this is a bit cheeky, but if we put the Rocky Helmet on Weavile and attack Infernape, that card will go down. Are there draws in this game? Is there such thing as a draw? Pokemon Pocket? So my opponent attacks me, he'll get the KO, but short of having the potion, the professor's researches. That's a good question for Professor Oak. Can he draw in this game? You know he ain't got no answers in that book. Monferno. Is this how it ends, ladies and gentlemen? 2 EX cards fighting until eternity. So, or you can just surrender. He switches back into Garatina. He loves Garatina. And puts the Rocky Helmet on the Garatina. Okay. So that helps us because that's how we win. That's how we win this thing. Go ahead, Cyrus. Heem in. Scratching and clawing and kicking and such. Nails on the chalkboard to the body. And that's it. That's it. Goodbye, Monkey King. Okay, here we go. Starting off with Farfetch'd against a fighting deck. Hitmonchan, with the introduction of the Lucario card, has become a stellar card. Hitmonchan, Lumineon, there are a few cards in this game now that for 1 energy are doing 50 damage. That is a lot of damage. Farfetch'd does 40, unboosted. That used to feel a little broken. That's why he's one of the over-reliables. But we Pokeball, so we have everybody except Weezing. Farfetch'd into the Hitmonchan makes it 1 shot. From what I'm seeing from my opponent, it looks like Kabutops. Kabutops takes damage, or for the damage it does, it heals itself. And a Riolu, which of course is a Lucario, which gives all of the fighting types plus 20. And there he is. That fast. Look, my opponent is moving very fast. Slow down, bro. Chill. Now that Hitmonchan is hitting for 50. Yikes. Lumineon you have to evolve, and Hitmonchan you do need the Lucario, so Farfetch'd just as a card with nothing else still is very good. I like to put the cape on Farfetch'd. Make him count Farfetch'd. Give him some mistakes somewhere. So he put the cape on Hitmonchan, but little did they know I had the Weavile. So we scratching nails right across his forehead. Goodbye, Hitmonchan. That Hitmonchan was supposed to be doing what my Farfetch'd is doing in this card rotation. Kabuto. Or Kabuto, if you're cultured. Kabuto. This Kabuto needs glasses. Yikes. 60 damage. That's some clean damage. 1 energy. That shell attack. There must be razors on them shells. The razor shell attack. So if we attack this Kabuto, that's only going to be 30 damage. Alright, Farfetch'd. One good thing about this card rotation, outside of the Weezing, obviously, is the very low retreat cost and the cost to attack. So, one thing, we always talk about like a tweak card. If you have 2 Kogas, feel free to run 2 Kogas. I don't have 2 Kogas, so I have to use Koga and then something else. So I'm replacing that second Koga option with a potion, but you can do whatever. You can put the 2 Kogas in. Therefore, it keeps your retreat cost down. Because I'm only running X speed. Weezing is too situational, and I already have a trainer dedicated. There'll be 2 trainers dedicated to just getting this card off the field. It's a lot of maintenance. As I get Sabrina by the opponent, he doesn't want his Lucario getting smacked by this Farfetch'd. Yeah, what do we have? We got all types of pivots on this board. 1 energy pivots. But do we want to keep wasting energy? See what the professor's talking about. He's talking about Cyrus. He's talking about Weezing. Okay, so we get the Weezing. We get the second Weezing. What's up, bro? And this is to get some good damage on this Lucario. We got the Koga tech. So you can see how long it's going to be just a 1 hit. Luckily, there are not 2 Lucarios out here. But Weezing should be able to survive into the next round. Get back into my hand. Oh, there he is. There's a Riolu. Lucario. He training all these fighting types up. Lucario said, look, I got the new gym, man. Cyrus is in the Weavile. Submarine blow, but it's not enough. And now you're in range of me. So you get the Pokeball, but I don't even think there's anything left. Maybe 1 more coughing left. So if we hit this man, then we go away. If we bring in Farfetch'd one last time, it's not enough. We could just bring in the Weezing that's on the bench. Because this Lucario's already poisoned. So the 40 damage we'll do on... We bring in the Kabuto. Bringing in the Kabuto because the Kabutops still has not shown up, and that looks like that's his ace card. Whenever you do these battles, you want to take out the person's ace card. Whatever you think is their ace engine, get that out of here. Like for me, it's Weavile. And you see I have 2 of those on the field still, so my opponent's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But Kabutops is dangerous because of the healing. And they're 2 Lucarios. They're 2 Lucarios. It's plus 40 to every fighting type attack. 2 Lucarios. These fighting dogs, they become bipedal and they just want to fight all the time. Alright, let's go Farfetch'd. Let's go Farfetch'd. We get the switch in since the Kabutops, so Kabuto is poison. So much for the Sage mode. He brings in the Lucario that can do damage. This Lucario is going to be doing 80 on its attacks now with the boost. But I'm going to Leak Slap you. I don't care. And we're going to bring in this Weavile. He's in range of the long 9s. Oh, he taps out. Alright, here we go. This is the cards, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you do. You apply a lot of pressure. You get the opponent's ace card up out of there sooner than they like it. And they tapping out. Call this deck Kurt Angle. A Nido ran. That's unique. What would that be? A Nido Queen? So if he's using the Nido Queen, then that's a lot of cards my opponent's trying to get off. We go into the Professor's Research, get that Cyrus, get that Coughing. Pokeball, just to thin our cards down, mine our deck down. Another Sneasel. We'll save the Farfetch. It's unfortunate I can't start with Farfetch because Sneasel is like coin flip the B Farfetch. And it's tails. And it's tails again. Unfortunate. Sneasel. Sneasel, it's not a good look, man. For me, I like the guaranteed damage. Pokemon Pocket has a lot of coin flip to do things. If it's coin flip to increase a thing, that's fine. But coin flip to participate is so triggering sometimes. Shout out to Kangaskhan. Nidoran calling up the fam. Okay. Now, do we double take with this Sneasel or just get him out of here? We got 2 Weaviles in our hand. We'll get Farfetch'd in here. Play one of them just in case we face some type of red card, or you do have to think about those things. 2 Weaviles. Get Farfetch'd his safety brief. And now we go. Farfetch'd be wearing capes, helmets, all while laying a slap down on these opponents. The slap down. Leaky slap style. Okay, Nidorina. Oh, 2 Nidorinas. Yikes. Two Nidorinas. Almost got the king and the queen ready to go with a Sneasel in the background or a Weavile in the background. This is very interesting. But we go into the Weezing because we have Coke. Anytime we have Coke, you might as well use Weezing because it's a free switch out. Get this Nidorina out of here. Now, Nidorina is the female version of it, is the one that gets powered up by the Nido King. The Nido King, I believe, just does poison attack. I don't know how much energy a Nido King needs, though, to activate. Okay, there he is. And he needs 3. And an Ekans? My opponent has all of these cards, and they're able to get to stage 2 this fast. That's very interesting. But yeah, Rocky Helmet's for everyone. And Rocky Helmet is another one of these cards. The nature of my deck rotation, I'm using 2 Rocky Helmets, but you can switch out 1 Rocky Helmet for a cape. I like to use capes for Farfetch'd just to keep them to survive a little longer, so I probably will switch out that second Rocky Helmet with a cape. But do what you will. These are all templates. These are just the cards that I have. Whatever cards you have to get the same concept going, feel free. It's the Nido King. You know you gotta put the cape on the king. You call him Nido Elvis. That's a lot of damage. Now he's poisoned me. Look at Weezing. You just made it. You just made it, bro. Go ahead, get up out of here. Now, Farfetch'd is not an EX card. But we can go into this Weavile because it's healthy. Poison Sting is going to do 100 damage. And we have the second Weavile if we need to switch out anyway. We have enough damage in our bench to get this Nido King up out of here. So we're going to scratch and claw. And since my Weavile is healthy, his Weavile is only going to do 30 damage if he switches it in. And we do have Cyrus. Okay, he goes for the Poison Horn. Two poison types poisoning each other. You gotta love Pokemon Pocket. So what we're gonna do is retreat up out of here. And go into the Weavile EX. We're gonna do the 70. Fresh. Coughing will just get the job done as Coughing. And I used my Koga already. So short of this Weezing dying, it's locked in. We do have Leaf, so Leaf can get us out of there with that one energy. Card rotations, card rotations. You can switch out Potion for Leaf if you want to use a Leaf. You can switch out the Potion for Koga. You can switch out the Cape for another Rocky Helmet. But the Pokemon cards are the ones, the Pokemon cards are the ones that will remain. Weavile, Weezing, Farfetch'd. So my opponent's down to its last prize. That's what that intense music means. It's gonna Sabrina me. I'll Sabrina into a healthy Weavile. He's putting energy on that Ekans, so he might have an Arbok. And Arbok would do 60 damage with no retreat or with no surrender. So what can we do? We go back into Weezing. What's up, Weezing? Gas Leak to get some damage proc going. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wear this Weavile EX down. It's good to see Arbok getting some rotation again. Arbok Weezing was the cornerstone of the dark cards. They started adding some new ones in. Now it's Darkrai. Now, of course, I don't have Darkrai EX because there are two versions of Darkrai. But it's good seeing the Dark types get some new stuff. Did a video on Scolipede the other day. I was calling it Scoliopede the whole time, but it's the same Pokemon. So keep chipping into this Weavile. That's all we can do. Okay, he brings out the alternate Weezing. That Weezing does a guaranteed 50 damage, and then it forces you to flip a coin to attack it. So that's how it... Weezing is always a disruption kind of card. Smoke screen. So we should have everything we need to finish this thing up. Switch into the Weavile, but I can't use two trainers on the same turn. Unfortunate. It's too much retreat on this Weezing, and I used my Koga already. My opponent will probably just use Smokescreen on their next turn. So the best we can do is just put some damage on this thing, and we can win on our next turn. Yeah, let's go. Tails. Let's go. I'm so used to seeing tails. I saw heads and still said tails. This game is traumatizing. Even when you get heads, you don't get heads. Professor's research. Screen takes out the Weezing. Thank you for your service, Weezing. So now all we do, we bring in the Weavile. And we reach past Weezing, like Mr. Fantastic. Cyrus, aka Mr. Fantastic. He gonna reach all the way over here. Let me get that. Him right there. Yeah, him right there. Let me talk to you. And now we got some Weavile on Weavile violence going on, ladies and gentlemen. Cat fight, cat fight. Pack him up. Him and his nice headpiece. Get up out of here.